Hey everybody, welcome to sports class. It is your final sports class of the year. Sports is a little bit different than other classes because we're not going to go through all the topics that we've talked about, all the athletes, all the dieting, all the sports topics, all the different world stuff that we've talked about. It is, as you know, supposed to be, hey, look up some stuff and be outside doing different sports and playing different things. So it's a little bit different than other classes. And when it comes to this final, it's going to be a little bit different as well. Because here is the deal. We're not going to go back through the things that we talked about, as I just said. But what I want from you today, seeing as this is it, we are at the end of the school year, a COVID school year where we have been distance learning, the entire school year, which, is pretty wild. What I am looking for today is a journal reflection. It's sports class. So, we can kind of get off the, we don't have topics really to talk about, but I want to talk about you and your reflection on the school year. All right, what does that mean? Well, I'll just tell you. I don't need to write it all out. What I'm looking for is your reflection, meaning what did you think about this year? What was easy to handle? What was hard to handle? What questions do you have? What concerns did you have throughout the year? How did it work for you? What did you think? Reflect on the year. Was this a good year for you in school? Did you find it more difficult than being here? I'm just looking for you to think about your school year. That's what I'm looking for today because we have the luxury of not having exact topics to go over and test you on. So this is more of a, we did a little bit of social emotional stuff throughout the year. This is more of a, hey, put a bow on this school year and just kind of think back. Tell me about it. Tell me about different classes. Tell me about, teachers who gave you support and whatever else that you want to include in this reflection. And that's what I'm looking for, just to kind of see what you think about it. It's always good, when something does come to an end, to think back about, how things had gone. That's part of what people should always do, is think about their past and think about how they could have maybe done things differently, how they wish things would have been different, how they're really proud of themselves for doing this, and this. All of that stuff goes into a reflection. And so for you get a little bit of an easy final for sports because you don't need to look anything up. You don't need to go back and study notes. You don't have to do any of that stuff. This is all you. You can sit down and you can just write your feelings on a piece of paper about, how did the year go for you? And that's what I'm looking for. It doesn't need to be a book. It can be if you want. If you have a lot of thoughts to get out, feel free to write as much as you want. I am just looking for, the usual half page, just to see where you're at. So, like I said, I cannot say I'll see you next class because this is it. This is the final. I am hoping that we will be back, looking like we will, back in school. So I think the next time I see you, it will be in person, which will be great. But yeah, that's the news. So thank you all for the hard work you put in this year. A lot of you were very diligent with your assignments. You got everything in. And I really appreciate all of that hard work. I know this has been a big change for everybody, but I'm very proud of all of you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the fall. So make sure you get this to me today for your final grade and for attendance purposes. And I will hopefully see you, not next class, but next year in the fall. Have a great day.